Hello everybody and welcome back to the next exciting adventure with Amanda and Josh in R.L. Stine's Welcome to Dead House. We read most of chapter 9, all of chapter 8 and most of chapter 9 yesterday. I'm going to finish it off. It was too long of a video, so I'm going to start off. We ended up with Amanda realizing who the boy was that she saw. So let's get started on our crazy adventure and Amanda's wild imagination. Ray was the boy in my room, the boy in the window. You, I said accusingly, you were in our house. He looked confused. Huh? You were in my room, right? I insisted. He laughed. I don't get it, he said. In your room? Petey raised his head and gave a low growl in Ray's direction. Then he went back to his serious scratching. I thought I saw you, I said, beginning to feel a little doubtful. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe. I haven't been in your house in a long time, Ray said, looking warily at Petey. A long time? Yeah, I used to live in your house, he replied. Huh? Josh and I stared at him in surprise. Our house? Ray nodded. When we first moved here, he said. He picked up a flat pebble and heaved it down the street. Petey growled, started to chase it, changed his mind, and then plopped down back on the street, his stub of a tail wagging excitedly. Heavy clouds lowered across the sky. It seemed to grow darker. Where do you live now? I asked. Ray tossed another stone, then pointed up the street. Did you like our house? Josh asked Ray. Yeah, it was okay, Ray told him. Nice and shady. You liked it? Josh said. I think it's gross. It's so dark and... Petey interrupted. He started to barking again at Ray, running up till he was a few inches in front of Ray, then backing away again. Ray took a few cautious steps back to the edge of the curb. Josh pulled the leash from his pocket of his shorts. Sorry, Petey, he said. I held the growling dog while Josh attached the leash to his collar. He's never done this before, really, I said, apologizing to Ray. The leash seemed to confuse Petey. He tugged against it, pulling Josh across the street. But at least he had stopped barking. Let's do something, Josh said impatiently. Like what? Ray asked, relaxing again now that Petey was on the leash. We thought for a while. Maybe we can go to your house, Josh suggested to Ray. Ray shook his head. No, I don't think so. Not now, anyway, he said. Where is everyone? I asked, looking up and down the empty street. It's really dead around here, huh? He chuckled. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Want to go to the playground behind the school? Yeah, okay, I agreed. The three of us headed up the street, Ray leading the way, me walking a few feet behind him, Josh holding the tree branch in one hand, the leash in the other, Petey running this way then that way, giving Josh a really, really hard time. We didn't see the gang of kids until we turned the corner. There were 10 or 12 of them, mostly boys, but a few girls too. They were laughing and shouting, shoving each other playfully as they came toward us down the center of the street. Some of them, I saw, were about my age. The rest were teenagers. They were wearing jeans and dark t-shirts. One of the girls stood out because she had long, straight blonde hair and was wearing green spandex tights. Hey, look! A tall boy with slick-back hair cried, pointing at us. Seeing Ray, Josh, and me, they grew quiet but didn't stop moving toward us. A few of them giggled as if they were enjoying some kind of private joke. The three of us stopped and watched them approach. I smiled and waited to say hi. Petey was pulling at the leash and barking his head off. Hi, guys, the tall guy with the black hair said, grinning. The others thought this was very funny for some reason. They laughed. The girl in the green tights gave a short, red-haired boy a shove that almost sent him sprawling into me. How's it going, Ray? A girl with short black hair asked, smiling at Ray. Not bad. Hi, guys, Ray answered. He turned to Josh and me. These are some of my friends. They're all from the neighborhood. Hi, I said, feeling a little awkward. I wish Petey would stop barking and pulling at his leash like that. Poor Josh was having a terrible time holding on to him. "This is George Carpenter," Ray said, pointing to the short red-haired boy, who nodded. "And Jerry Franklin, Karen Somerset, Bill Gregory." He went around the circle, naming each kid. I tried to remember all the names, but of course it's going to be impossible. "How do you like dark balls?" one of the girls asked me. "I don't really know," I told her. "It's my first day here. Really, it seems nice." Some of the kids laughed at my answer for some reason. "What kind of dog is that?" George Carpenter asked Josh. Josh, holding tight to the leash handle, told him. George stared hard at Petey, studying him as if he had never seen a dog like Petey before. Karen Somerset, a tall, pretty girl with short black hair, came up to me while some of the other kids were admiring Petey. "You know, I used to live in your house," she said softly. "What?" I wasn't sure I'd heard her correctly. "Let's go to the playground," Ray said, interrupting. No one responded to Ray's suggestions. They grew quiet. Even Petey stopped barking. Had Karen really said that she used to live in our house? I wanted to ask her, but she had stepped back into the circle of kids. The circle. My mouth dropped open as I realized they had formed a circle around Josh and me. I felt a stab of fear. Was I imagining it? Was something going on? They all suddenly looked different to me. They were smiling, but their faces were tense, watchful, as if they expected trouble. Two of them, I noticed, were carrying baseball bats. The girl with the green tights stared at me, looking me up and down, checking me out. No one said a word. The street was silent except for Petey, who was now whimpering softly. I suddenly felt very afraid. Why were they staring at us like that? Or was it my imagination running away with me again? I turned to Ray, who was still beside me. He didn't seem at all troubled, but he didn't return my gaze. "Hey, guys," I said. "What's going on?" I tried to keep it light, but my voice was a little shaky. I looked over at Josh. He was busy soothing Petey and hadn't noticed that things had changed. The two boys with the baseball bats held them up waist high and moved forward. I glanced around the circle, feeling the fear tighten my chest. The circle tightened. The kids were closing in on us. That ends chapter 9. We will continue our story tomorrow. Have a good creepy night, everybody.